from USL Championship. And, oh, by the way, they had a really tough match that they were able to steal 3 points in just their normal league play against Charlotte Independence last time out. So it's a busy stretch for all teams included. But certainly for this one Knoxville SC team, a lot of adrenaline pumping through the veins lately.
And that's also just kind of gives a great example of why these tournaments can be so fun. It's an opportunity for these League One teams to play big opponents and create those upsets and have an opportunity to do that. And they have proven that they can hang and they can be in these big games and come out with results. And as you mentioned, I mean, last time these two teams played, it was an open game. It was back and forth. And it ended in one Knoxville SC walking away with the points after the win in penalty kicks. So both of these teams have played each other before. Similar situation last season. So FC Tulsa will want to come out and kind of get their revenge on this one Knoxville SC side, but they will not make it easy. As you get a look at Owen Dom there, who's been playing outstanding for FC Tulsa so far this season. He'll be up and down the wings, one of the key players as we're about set for kickoff here.
Yeah, we talked about this earlier in the year with how active he's been early on, and kind of especially the last few matches as we've seen Tulsa be in possession so much. They want the ball at his feet literally as much as possible on the wing. He's become a marked man, that's for sure. Underway from One Oak Field. Opening match for both sides in the Prinx Tires USL Cup. Glad to have you with us on this Saturday night. We're hoping the weather will cooperate with us and that the only thunderous sounds are the fireworks you just heard to start this match. Chance to get forward for FC Tulsa. Weber finding feet. Macheski out wide. Now cleared out of the 18. Offsides flag going up. An unusual one, but that just shows the ARs are on it early, having to come from an offside position on the offensive half of the field to receive that ball in. You're not going to pull one over on the officiating crew in the first minute. Not today, gentlemen. That smoke from the fireworks clearing out into the box on the left side of your screen. Creating a little bit of a fog in front of the keeper, Johan Garibay. Lucas Stauffer getting the start here tonight. Fourth start of this season in all competition. And out wide for Dom. They'll play it back. Bailey Sparks, who scored the goal on the road to help FC Tulsa earn a point in the trip to California against Oakland Roots. Good job to keep possession. A lot of congestion there to try to work around for Khalil Ahmedkar. Now Dom. Owen Dom looking to cross. Stepping in front, Linares. Spen will keep this in, and Dom will shield. This is where FC Tulsa kind of lived, as we saw last time at home, in possession a lot, and they seem very comfortable, even though that's not always been the MO. Headed up, and again, and out of the box. Chance to counter. Overlapping run. Low cross is cleared away and out for a corner. Alonzo Clark got the foot in front to slow things down, but a good run down the wing by Chris Teo.
Really good build-up play from one Knoxville SC. Quick in transition, that late overlapping run. The reaction from Tim Bacchus, goalkeeper for FC Tulsa, clearly not up to the standard as one Knoxville SC with a chance here off of the corner.
Teddy Baker to take the corner kick. Referee just keeping everybody honest here early and setting the standard of what will and will not be tolerated. In swinging. And this will roll out for another corner from the other side. Kyle Linares will leave it alone, and Teddy Baker will just switch to the side. Let's go back to that first.
And a really dangerous ball in, kind of right on top, but well defended. Sissoko able to head that one away, but another chance here upcoming.
Headed up twice and out over the bar for a goal kick. Let's take a look at our keys to the match tonight, presented by Case and Associates FC Tulsa.
And we've seen some of this so far, but FC Tulsa, Luke Spencer, head coach, really just wanting to capitalize in front of goal, take those chances. And you saw early on with the possession, wanting to kind of set that high tempo, really be on the front foot and manage their long balls into space. So want to try to create those chances. We saw that against Oakland last time out, so they'll want to be able to take advantage of those moments. But one Knoxville SC, they've already shown they have the ability to kind of absorb that pressure, can defend well. Caputo, you see there on your screen, kind of that midfield anchor for one Knoxville SC. So he's going to be important to kind of break up play defensively, but also create in the midfield in the quick transition.
Jamie Weber lining up over free kick here as the skipper Luke Spencer directing some traffic. Turned over. Tulsa not on the same page early on, and a chance to run out on the far side. Boy, this is good work out of the back. FC Tulsa connecting and able to get forward. Very little margin for error while trying to play that type of ball with the outside of your foot and curl it back into the corner.
I think it's kind of impressive on that last play. Jamie Weber gave away that square ball in transition, but was able to work all the way back to clear it away for FC Tulsa. Made the mistake, but I think that kind of tells you a story of this FC Tulsa team and the type of players that they have, and just that mentality, the grit, own up to the mistake, get back, able to clear it away for their team, but still looking to find that rhythm as one Knoxville SC, making it difficult so far early on.
Well, they've already got the attention of the home side too, showing just how quickly that they can counter and get numbers forward. Which, of course, you would expect an opponent at this level to be able to do that, but when you actually see it live time, does that make you a little bit leery of what passes you want to take a chance with if you're in the middle third?
Absolutely. I mean, you have to make sure your passes are accurate, but definitely if there's a square pass like that or anything slightly off, and that was something that Luke Spencer talked about coming into this game, was clearly both of these teams played last time and it was very tight. Even in USL Championship League play, every game is tight. So it's the margins that make a difference, like the margin of error very thin. So you have to be crisp, have to be tight in all of those moments.
Looking to switch to the far corner. The run just not timed for where FC Tulsa could have anybody, including Bailey Sparks, a chance to run it down. little bit of contact, not enough to garner a whistle. Looking to play over the top. Well-timed run and onside. And it's out for a goal kick. Looking to level up your next party? Take the fun off the field and into the action at Main Event Tulsa. From team celebrations to birthdays to company outings, they've got food, games, and nonstop excitement. Call or visit mainevent.com to book your event today and make it unforgettable. Knoxville applying some pressure as Tulsa tries to work out of the back. See if they can force a sloppy pass. That's a good decision to just apply on-ball pressure right there in the midfield, and they do end up forcing the turnover. Now curled across in front. And shielded out for another goal kick.
You see how dangerous one Knoxville SC in the midfield when they just converge quickly in transition. Weber trying to get a hold of it, but quickly on the other end gets his head up and plays a dangerous ball across the face of goal. Able to shield that away to where there's no contact, but you can see how dangerous this one Knoxville SC team can be when they have numbers going forward.
Just outrunning the intended target. Even with the speed of Kyle Linares, not able to run it down. He's been the hero the last couple of times out. Found the game winner, did Linares, in their last league match. And then, of course, in penalties in the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup against DC United. Ball into space. Jaheim Brown having a go, and Tambakis forced to dive far post, up to the challenge. Like the decision early, though, for Jaheim Brown to have a go.
And Tambakis, the veteran, great position there, but the long-range effort from Brown. Gets his head up and says, why not? Low and away, good effort. Forces FC Tulsa to be on their back foot a bit there.
The USL's all-time leader in saves, Tambakis, saying it'll take more than that. Fancy back heel. Brown again on the run. Slotting one in low. And another bullet dodged for FC Tulsa inside of their own box.
And delivery in from the wings has been in the right spot with the right pace. You never know what can happen. And FC Tulsa being forced to defend these last couple of minutes off of just a slew of chances.
This is where one Knoxville SC has almost given FC Tulsa a little dose of their own medicine on something the Scissortails have thrived upon, is just applying the right amount of pressure to where you don't leave yourself vulnerable, but you do force that turnover in your own half of the field. Linares on the cross.
Tambakis is able to bring that one in fairly easily, but the last couple minutes, this FC Tulsa defense has been tested. Good individual effort here from Linares to get the cross off. A bit of a deflection there, but FC Tulsa needing to defend properly. And you felt like the first few minutes of this game, FC Tulsa really on the front foot, controlling the possession, opportunities on the wings. And one Knoxville SC, as they've done throughout this season against those quote-unquote higher-level teams in these cup games, have absorbed that pressure, now settled into the game, and have really kind of established a good rhythm, getting chances going forward and off the wings.
Dom steps in front, anticipated the pass well that time. Visitors sitting back there, and that was just too easy. It was almost as if the amount of time and space kind of caught Kocheski off guard. Now, where you're used to being forced to make quick decisions in tight spaces, how difficult is it, Anna, to almost harness yourself and say, all right, just slow down here and make the right decision. You don't have to be rushed in this moment.
Yeah, no, you can understand it. I mean, when you're used to having to kind of think quickly on your feet, and then all of a sudden you look up and you have a bit of space, you can sometimes kind of be your own worst enemy, then take a bit too long in that moment or kind of overthink. But no, just trying to get used to the rhythm of play as it changes week to week. And that's something that, you know, the USL Championship has tried to do with more games, like, you know, the Prinx Tires USL Cup that we're playing here, more opportunities to play, more teams and more chances. As a quick reset here, as a player down for FC Tulsa, as you get a look at Ian Fuller, head coach of one Knoxville SC, has his team off to a great start so far.
Yeah, certainly does. And one thing that these two head coaches have in common, they were both drafted by the New England Revolution once upon a time. Ian Fuller back in 2002, and then FC Tulsa's Luke Spencer in 2013. There's the head man, and both coming up through the collegiate soccer ranks. Luke Spencer, a star in his day at Xavier. Ian Fuller at Clemson. So the early woes, hope that it will not be anything long term, but certainly some concern there for one of your staples in the back, Sissoko, who will have to exit. There's no concern on who you're bringing on in Lamar Batista, but certainly have to hope that it's nothing long term that's ailing Sissoko there.
And that's something that Luke Spencer has really tried to do. He did last season, but just have depth on the bench, being able to swap players in and out and keep that level the same, if not obviously hope to raise it. And Lamar Batista, a key part of that Western Conference Championship team last season, so he'll step into the fray. Hopefully Sissoko, nothing too serious there, maybe just precautionary as he's walking away. Don't want to take any chances with a player of his stature.
You can get a great rate with Tinker Federal Credit Union on a car, truck, boat, RV, or motorcycle loan. Plus, refinance your auto loan from another institution with TFCU, and you can get a rate reduction or cash back. Visit tinkerfcu.org or a TFCU branch location for more details and to become a member with one of the nation's leading not-for-profit credit unions. Josh Haley and Anna Berghall with you on this USL Saturday night opening match in the Prinx Tires USL Cup. El Medcar had a little step there, but waiting like a wolf in the woods to clear it away was Danny Fernandez. FC Tulsa's first Katrina Freshmax corner kick of the match. Trying to curl in near back post. Possessive headers to find feet. Driven towards back post. Headed out, and will be another Katrina Freshmex corner kick for the home Scissortails.
With Sissoko exiting, also the captain's armband switches to Lucas Stauffer.
There is the new captain sending one long. A tremendous job to chase that down. I'll say it did just indeed cross the byline. It's Jamie Weber just trying to make it a little bit more difficult on the opponent. The USL on the CBS Sports Network kicks off the month of May with a championship clash of Eastern Conference powerhouses. Detroit City FC take on Louisville City FC at 6 p.m. Eastern on May 2nd. Catch all the action on the CBS Sports Network. Stauffer putting his head in dangerous action there. Tulsa still trying to figure things out in that final third, Anna.
Yeah, you saw on that last play just exchange between the players, a bit of miscommunication. The idea was there, looking for that run in behind, but just a miscue, and that's kind of been the story for FC Tulsa a little bit. They have some returners, obviously, from last season, but from an attacking standpoint, still trying to kind of sort things out in that chemistry that they hope to form as the season continues. Obviously, long season, still working through those things, have the talented players to do so, but you can tell they're still trying to learn each other's kind of movements and tendencies.
Owen Dom with the takeaway. Run on the far side. Stauffer. FC Tulsa thought there was a handball just outside of the box. Gouling plays it into space. And let's go back to that play near the visiting box.
Yeah, FC Tulsa fans did not like the no call here. Lucas Stauffer tries to chip a ball in here, and you just see that right arm. He's trying to bring it into his body, but it does catch a little bit. Doesn't deliberately handle the ball there. I think he's trying to bring his arm in quickly, but referee did not make the call, and we're down on the other end here with one Knoxville SC and a chance off of a set piece.
24-year-old Englishman Teddy Baker, who's kind of become the guy in set pieces in this spot on the field. Taking the early corner kicks as well. Tio plays it short. Seen a lot of balls played into the box here early on. One real chance of on frame that was hit from distance by Jaheim Brown, but the home side keeper, Alex Tambakis, up to the challenge, able to make the diving save far post. Baker, another one curled in. Boy, that's a good touch by Stauffer. Sloppy trying to play out of the back, though. Even though none of the chances have amounted to anything early on, I think it's safe to say, Anna, FC Tulsa knows they will not be able to get away with that all night.
No, and I think there have been a few instances where you can tell, you know, the idea is there, but the execution might not be, or there have been some kind of lackadaisical approaches, and this one Knoxville SC side fully capable of capitalizing as they created some great chances on the wing. They had the shot from distance and have really put some pressure on this FC Tulsa back line.
FC Tulsa not able to get the flick on there to work out of the back. Ascension St. John is proud to care for our community on and off the field. Trusted for 100 years, we're here for every goal, every game, every step of the way. Visit us at ascension.org/St. John. Brown trying to chip in towards the penalty spot. Had it right back that way. And now into the safekeeping of Tambakis. Batista showing off the power. That was an area that led to conceding a goal. Playing the long ball forward like that. As a foul here will give one Knoxville SC a good set piece opportunity, but in their previous Open Cup match against DC United, giving up a goal that way.
Get another look here, and again for FC Tulsa, Clark on the back. It's one of those moments where players facing away maybe be a bit more mindful there, don't need to give up the set piece in these dangerous areas. And obviously the delivery here important, but that second ball, the knockdown, kind of crucial as to who gets there first.
Curled in, headed down. Might have been last touched by a Tulsa player before finding the keeper. Denis Kruchenkov, who has had a nose for the goal. Team leading 3 times, has found the back of the net this year. Kucheski, quick to get rid of it, and some space to work for Owen Dom. First chance Tulsa's really had in a while to possess in the final third. Now down into the corner. Boy, that's a creative cut into the box. Laid back. Pierre with the shot. Deflected out. And a corner coming.
Great work from FC Tulsa and good footwork from Sparks. Keep possession quickly, lays off to Weber, and then ultimately on to Pierre. But the deflection saves that one, and Weber with a chance here off of the corner.
In swinging back post, and it was the keeper, Garibay. Hopped up and got a paw to it. Owen Dom from distance. 50-50 ball and just not able to quite keep it in. Well, that's much better though. As Bailey Sparks, rather, a sliding effort, but much better from FC Tulsa to really make the visitor kind of think a little bit, sweat a little bit, if you will, for the first time.
Kind of leading up to that sequence, you know, it started from FC Tulsa, a couple quick passes from side to side, switching the field quickly, and I think that's when they can be successful, kind of opening teams up and then going fast. That's how they were able to score last week against Oakland. You have the quick switch, Owen Dom, and it started similarly there. Now the play kind of died, they recycled, tried to find the right play, but you can tell that when they can kind of put a couple of passes together in that way, that's when they're comfortable. Just have to execute on the final couple passes and put someone in a position to get a great shot on goal.
Space for Bailey Sparks. Curled in. And again, it's the keeper, Gainbridge, to prevent any clean touch for the home side, and out for another Katrina Freshmax FC Tulsa corner kick.
Gainbridge has read those crosses pretty well so far in this game. He's had to come up, punch a few away. He's been pretty solid so far.
Low cross in. Medcar got something to it, but then just died off of a defender right in front of goal. Out for an FC Tulsa throw. Stopper will come forward. Take another look here at the corner.
Again, driven ball into that front post. Medcar trying to get something on it just to deflect it, but it was well defended. 3-1 Knoxville SC players on that front post, able to kind of stop that momentum from going further into the goal.
Tug of the jersey there in midfield, and a foul will give possession back to FC Tulsa. From 32,000 miles of infrastructure today to the energy innovations of tomorrow, connecting people to power and communities to their future. Williams, we make clean energy happen. Now Owen Dom. Too much on it there from Delence Pierre. Giveaway in the back. Both teams have been able to survive some less than flattering moments in their own third of the field thus far. But as both captured championships in their own respective right in USL play a season ago, you know that you can't get away with it forever. Stoffer on the throw. Whistled for a foul as FC Tulsa, a little bit too much jockeying for position inside of the box. Delence Pierre saying, no, you didn't quite see it correctly. Here's what happened. I'll give you the full version.
Yeah, you could tell in that last play just started to get a bit chippy in the box. Referee trying to settle things down.
Part of that might just be lobbying for future plays, as Delence Pierre has been as active as anybody in the air, especially coming forward on set pieces this year. Offsides flag. Stayed down. That. Remy Cabral saying, that's the ball I want. Let's keep looking in that direction. Keep trying to play over the top. Tulsa will look to play quickly here, and do. Sparks, an unfortunate deflection there. Right into his arm.
And you could see the idea there, quickly in transition, off of the foul, quick free kick. Sparks just trying to turn and just unlucky there.
Good 1-2. In some space now in the box. Laid off. Baker having a go and finds the back of the net. Teddy Baker with his first goal of the year.
And one Knoxville SC celebrating here at One Oak Field on the score board first. We'll get another look here at the replay. It started with really good combination play in the midfield with pace. One Knoxville SC with numbers, speed. Baker sets himself up nicely with his first touch, has the opportunity to look up and really just place that far post with pace. Well executed from one Knoxville SC. And Baker, great goal to put his team up first here.
That play almost kind of unfolded in slow motion, Anna. You just kept waiting for somebody to close down the space as it approached the 18, and it just never happened.
No, you felt there, I mean, one Knoxville SC, the sense of urgency in that last play. Everyone kind of bought in, running with pace, and FC Tulsa really didn't step early enough. The defense didn't react, and taken advantage of as one Knoxville SC. Quality in the final third from Baker.
Into the box. Tambakis off his line.
Now it'll be interesting to see kind of these next 5 minutes or so after FC Tulsa conceding a goal, what their reaction is to going down here at home. And one Knoxville SC, a little bit extra kind of energy and confidence coming after that well-executed goal from Baker.
Dom Elmedkar able to jump up and get ahead on it. Saved far side. Now back into the box. Sparks, Elmedkar. Those were good, decisive, and creative touches in the box. FC Tulsa will earn another corner. Well, they were listening to you, Anna. Said, we're going to make something happen right here. Tom with finesse down into the corner. Easily settled by Batista. Stepping up, well done by Chris Teo to time it and clear it away. And a foul here against FC Tulsa.
Well defended from one Knoxville SC, and that ball in the air. And then you see Delins Pierre, the arm just over the shoulder there. Doesn't like the call, saying the player was falling backwards into him, but nonetheless, referee blows the whistle. And that's kind of an important piece too, something to think about is, you know, FC Tulsa finds themselves down a goal, don't want to let that frustration kind of bleed over into fouls necessarily.
Stoffer. Off a deflection, Dom heads it back up. Medcar.
Stoffer, really well done to cut inside, create that chance, but Medcar not able to connect with it the way that he wants to. But FC Tulsa here.
Weber turns it inside instead. Now Medcar. Bailey Sparks headed towards back post. Medcar able to get a foot on it. But not enough to pose any serious danger to Johan Garibay. You can watch the USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish language sports network. Go to uslchampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Given away. When Knoxville SC didn't have the numbers forward, but were willing to risk through ball anyway. Is trying to split the defenders as Denis Kurchenkov. Dom cuts inside. Now laid off. Kucheski. Chipped in towards back post.
Kucheski almost sneaks that one. Played into a dangerous area. We'll get another look here at the replay. Creative play from Dom. Just behind the back, you see Kucheski just trying to thoughtfully play that one far post, see what happens.
If you're just joining us early on in this match, FC Tulsa captain Abdoulaye Sissoko walked off the field under his own power, but clearly not feeling at 100%. Lamar Batista subbed on in his place. And one Knoxville SC able to take a 1-0 lead in the 36th minute off of Teddy Baker's goal just inside of the 18 going far post. your difference in the match right now. Here is Baker, curled in. And a foul in the box.
One Knoxville SC throughout this first half, they've had a few opportunities off of set pieces, kind of in and around those areas, and so far FC Tulsa has been able to defend them, but they'll want to be, you know, mindful of that. Obviously down a goal already, but won't want to give up any of those kind of easy fouls in and around the 18. And that'll be kind of key to heading into halftime for FC Tulsa's kind of the discussions had. We've seen a few instances off the ball where, you know, discussions between players kind of getting a bit frustrated with how things are going, but we'll have an opportunity to reset.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 3 minutes of Tulsa Tech stoppage time added in the first half. Caputo will play it all the way back. Caputo now to Brown, and he'll get it back. FC Tulsa staying organized defensively. Ultimately able to get it out of the back, and they build out of the back now. Lots of space on that far side. Ball chipped up, trying to go over the top with it. The captain, Jordan Skelton, reading it all the way. Now one over the top for Kuchenkov. Kuchenkov going to try his luck and out for a corner.
That was a really good ball over the top from Caputo in the midfield. He's had a great first half, kind of creating that chance in transition, ultimately leading here to a corner kick.
Oh no, it's okay.
Baker low towards near post. And it'll go right back where it started again, and perhaps the final opportunity of this first half. A little bit up higher that time, and Tambakis deflects it over. And we've reached the end of the first half. No great chances, but I think both teams will say that they had enough possession in the final third where they could have maybe done more with it. But it's after the dust settling, the visitors won Knoxville SC in front 1-0, Anna.
Yeah, there were players in and around the 18 kind of creating chances throughout the first half for both sides. It kind of went, you know, back and forth in waves, but you get a look at Tambakis there on the right of your screen, and there were times where he was demanding more of his defense and frustrated with the play. By their own standards, knows that they could have been doing better there, but they'll have the opportunity to go in at halftime and reset, and a chance to come back out and find the equalizer.
We'll step aside. It's halftime from One Oak Field. 1 Knoxville SC in front, 1-0.
My back was hurting a lot of cricks in my neck.
Lower back completely went out.
And everything hurt all at once.
You need to go to Tulsa Spine and Rehab, see Dr. Riley.
He does an adjustment and I feel great after.
Each patient just gets 110% attention, no matter what they're here for or how long they're here.
When I leave here, I always feel so much better.
I feel stronger than I did before.
I'm happier, I feel better.
The reason that I have to stay well.
Cada decisión importa, especialmente cuando se trata de tu familia y tu futuro. Los procesos migratorios pueden ser complicados, pero no tienes que enfrentarlos solo. En Rivas y Asociados estamos aquí para orientarte y acompañarte en cada paso del camino, porque tus sueños merecen atención y cuidado. Rivas y Asociados, empoderando inmigrantes y construyendo futuros. Llama hoy.
For most people, a job is just a job. But for skilled trades professionals, it's something more. It's a way of life. At Tulsa Welding School, we believe in the trades, the skilled trades. And we believe that being a skilled trades professional isn't just a choice. It's a badge of honor that burns bright, strong, and proud. A way of life, a badge of honor.
This is the Williams halftime report. After 45 minutes, it's 1 Knoxville SC in front of FC Tulsa 1-0. Take a timeout and be back for more from Tulsa after this.
This week on USL All Access, it's the convergence of cups. We walk through the round of 32 in US Open Cup, getting ready for the first round of group stage games in the Prinx Cup.
Off-season roster building comparisons between the Tampa Bay Rowdies and Sporting Jacksonville. What's the biggest difference between the two that has caused the early year success for the Tampa Bay Rowdies?
You'll see it SiriusXM FC or the USL YouTube page every Tuesday night.
Pacheco answers right back.
Oh, that is a screamer!
Jack, and a goal!
Oh, wow!
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Prinx tires in the USL help soccer journeys everywhere to drive harder. From city playgrounds to suburban sidelines, from early mornings to late nights, from fun with friends to winner takes all, from the biggest fan to the biggest heart. And at every turn, Prinx tires will be there for the long haul.
Back from One Oak Field as the sun sets on downtown Tulsa. At halftime, it's one Knoxville SC leading FC Tulsa 1-0, courtesy of a 36-minute goal from Teddy Baker. Time now to take a look at some of the scores around the league. Round one of this Prinx Tires USL Cup. Close one going on. Corpus Christi FC and Chattanooga, and those teams are part of Group 3 that these two teams you're watching here tonight are part of as well. The other teams playing out of Group 3, San Antonio FC and Birmingham Legion. It's early, of course, in this USL Cup, but nobody wants to start off on a bad foot, do they?
No, definitely want to try to set the tone, and obviously they're playing against some of these teams throughout USL Championship League play as well, but an opportunity to continue to be in that competitive environment, get more games in, and early on so far, but looking forward to seeing some really great matches.
Let's take a look at the standings of what it will look like after we get through round one. This is Group 3 again, where both of these teams sit, and so much emphasis put on the round one matches. You want to find yourself in the driver's seat. It's time now for the USL halftime update. Here is Dan Lucas.
It is halftime in the Prinx Tires USL Cup. Time for some of the headlines for this week. I'm Dan Lucas inside the USL studio. Corey Bennett of Colorado Springs scored 2 goals against Monterey Bay in Week 7 of the USL Championship. That's 6 goals for the season, the Golden Boot lead through 7 games, and that total matches the season high for an individual player from the Switchbacks in 2025. In League One, AC Boise's first home victory of the season was a dominating 4-0 performance against Westchester SC. Dennis Kostashin climbed within a goal of the leader in the Golden Boot race with a pair of goals. He's now scored 3 times in Boise's past 2 games. And Boise played a big part in a huge attendance week for League One in Week 7. More than 22,000 fans total. Boise led the way with 7,204. And Portland Hearts of Pine close behind, 6,033. If those 2 clubs were in the USL Championship, Boise would rank 6th in average attendance through 7 weeks. Portland would rank 8th. Upcoming national broadcasts for both the Championship and League One: Detroit City and Louisville City. Boise hosts FC Naples, and Richmond hosts Charleston in the Prinx Tires USL Cup. All 3 matches are on the CBS Sports Network. Well, the second half is getting closer. Let's get you back out to your match.
Drive your career forward at the all-new Bill Knight Ford Pro Elite Commercial Sales and Service Center in Tulsa. Apply today.
Mom and Dad can be a little competitive. They get all, yeah, buddy, and heck yeah. Lucky for them, Main Event has over 85 games and activities to play together, so they can get rematch after rematch after rematch. So do something awesome together.
What does it take to safely transport 1/3 of America's natural gas? To meet the ever-growing energy demands of revolutionary technologies, to cleanly, reliably, and affordably power the world, it takes experience. 117 years worth. Experience that helps society move towards brave new horizons in technology and innovation that continues powering the future of our nation and the globe. Experience powers us.
Prinx Tires is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Prinx Tires USL Cup. Built for practical performance and the long haul, Prinx delivers reliability for everyday drivers like you. Visit PrinxTireUSA.com to learn more. And by main event, eat, bowl, play. And by Williams, we make clean energy happen. And Ascension St. John, illness and injuries don't wait. Neither do we. Ascension St. John has got you covered. Visit us at ascension.org/St. John. Time now to take a look at our highlights from the first half. Anna, both teams had some moments where they were able to have possession in the final third and some quality opportunities.
Yeah, one Knoxville SC with a great chance here, and you knew coming into this game that it was going to be competitive considering the last time these two teams played, it ultimately was decided off of penalty kicks. The long-range effort there from Brown, and then Owen Don, Bailey Sparks trying to set things up for FC Tulsa on the other end of things. Delence Pierre gets a shot off, but just deflected. And then Weber with a good corner in here, but well defended from one Knoxville SC. And really throughout the first half, it kind of came in waves. FC Tulsa had their moments, and then one Knoxville SC, great combination play here in the midfield with pace. FC Tulsa's defense retreated a bit too much. One Knoxville SC took advantage, and Teddy Baker with the goal. FC Tulsa trying to find an answer before the halftime whistle, wasn't able to do it, but have the opportunity to reset here and come back out in the second half. But we've had a good, entertaining first half.
Yeah, we certainly have. You look at our stats from the first 45 minutes. Corners were certainly there for both sides.
Yeah, definitely. And FC Tulsa started off the first half with the lion's share of possession, but one Knoxville SC absorbed that initial pressure. They kind of established their rhythm, really started to feel comfortable, and then you saw the goal that they put together, combination play in the midfield, runners in the box with pace, so they're playing with confidence heading into the second half. So it'll be interesting to see how FC Tulsa comes out to respond.
You know, FC Tulsa trying to wash a bitter taste out of their mouth. Last time they were at home 2 weeks ago, they saw an 18-match home regulation unbeaten streak across all competitions come to an end, and that certainly felt like foreign territory for the defending Western Conference champions. A 1-0 loss, but in a match where they certainly felt like they had their opportunities. They hit the framework twice, and then it was kind of a similar story last Saturday on the road at Oakland Roots, where they came away with a 1-1 draw, battling from being a goal down, but again, twice hit the framework in that match. And so the opportunities there, but there's no need for panic. Luke Spencer kind of mentioned, you know, we're process oriented, and I think that's got to be the way that you are through these moments whenever it's just not getting the bounce your way.
Yeah, and he definitely has been pretty vocal about, you know, he doesn't want to be the same team later on in the season that they are now. Clearly, I mean, they want to continue to just focus on improvement over time and see where that gets them, and they know kind of what they're capable of and the players that they have that can put it together. Looks like we may have a substitution here. Harvey St. Clair stepping into the game for FC Tulsa, so maybe a quick change as FC Tulsa trying to find a response here against this one Knoxville SC team that has come into a tough environment at One Field. You mentioned kind of the unbeaten streak that was broken, but they had created kind of somewhat of a fortress, so it's a tough place to play. One Knoxville SC not phased at all, had a great first half, absorbed that initial pressure, headed into halftime with the lead. We'll see if they can keep it here in the second half.
And keep in mind, this is a one Knoxville SC team that in all competitions so far in 2026, which is 10 matches, they've lost just once, and that was all the way back on March 14th, a 2-1 loss to Forward Madison FC. unbeaten since then, and that includes a win in penalty kicks over DC United from the MLS in the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup, and as a reward, they'll play the Columbus Crew this coming week, trying to advance on.
What an opportunity. I mean, that's what makes these cups so unique and so fun to watch and see what these teams can do.
I think it just goes to show maybe the casual soccer fan out there, when you see transfers happening and players in the offseason going to other places, like going up to the MLS, it just shows that you're knocking on the door right there. If you're in USL, then you are right there. Your career's on the right path. Gouling whistled for the foul. Yeah, so Jamie Weber and Khalil Al-Medkar coming off at half for FC Tulsa. Bruno Lapa and Harvey St. Clair coming on.
Get a quick look here at that last sequence. Foul called, I think, just a bit overzealous there on the run.
No changes made yet for one Knoxville SC. Luke Spencer was asked if there was anything that he felt like he could try or maybe do differently being this in-season tournament. And he very clearly said, nope, not at this stage. I mean, this is your first match. We're doing what we feel like gives us the very best chance to win. Because, and he's a fan of the in-season tournaments. I think everybody is. But this is another opportunity for, a championship to be won. Said maybe, when you get to the later stages, if your fate is already decided, like whether you're moving on or if your chances have been eliminated, then maybe that might be an opportunity to perhaps try some different things. But as it stands in round one, you're pushing all the chips to the middle of the table. Good sportsmanship there. Batista and Kurchenkov. That's not the last time that those two gentlemen will be face-to-face tonight, I have a feeling. St. Clair's throw is cleared away, and he'll just turn right around and do it again. Feel like with guys like St. Clair and Bruno Lapa coming on, and it almost feels like starter for starter. Doesn't feel like, and it's not second wave or anything like that. It's 1A and 1A.
Yeah, Luke Spencer definitely has options on the bench, and these players, I mean, still early enough in the season where they're vying for additional minutes, and they're wanting that consistent starting spot, so still wanting that opportunity. And I think that's important when you see kind of that sense of urgency from players coming off the bench. As we get a look here at the replay, Clark clearly pulling on the jersey there, gets the yellow card. There have been a few instances throughout this game where you've seen some of that kind of emotion come out. I think more so on the FC Tulsa side is there's a kind of underlying level of frustration there with the way this game has gone for them.
St. Clair forced to switch quickly. Good first touch over the top. Bailey Sparks trying to run it down. And deflect it out. It'll be an FC Tulsa Katrina Freshmax corner kick. Their 6th of the match.
It's a really good ball over the top from Kaczewski, the one-time curling ball in behind. As Sparks runs onto it, Bruno Lapa here, the outswinging corner kick chance.
Chased down by Owen Dom. Dom trying to take his man one-on-one. And out for another corner kick. Rivas and Associates, every decision matters, especially when it comes to your family. Rivas and Associates are here to guide you and support you every step of the way. Rivas and Associates, empowering immigrants and building futures. Sinclair, a little chip over the top, headed away. Linares looking to get out and run. He's like a racehorse in the gate. A couple of times been able to see him break out on the counterattack. Forced into defending role there and communicating on a switch. Let's Pierre drawing the whistle on the goal scorer, Teddy Baker. Not the touch they were looking for. Player down as he sent it forward. Let's take another look.
I think Bailey Sparks on the foul coming in. Maybe just a little bit extra, definitely some contact, but tried to pull up there. We've seen cards given with, cleats up in that situation, or clearly kind of extracurricular on the end. I don't think that was the intent there, but foul called.
If you're not coming in that hot, you're probably not playing with enough aggression anyway, right?
Right.
Well, Knoxville SC trying to make the case that there was a deflection there. Very well might have the case for it. Ian Fuller certainly thinks so. Trying to get back up to feet to avoid this counter. Uh-oh, that'll certainly draw a card. Batista knew it, but he was okay with it.
You can understand what he was doing there, but at the same time, the pace of play at least, there were FC Tulsa players behind him. I think had the opportunity there to continue to slow the game down, but his decision there gets the yellow card. And another free kick opportunity coming up for one Knoxville SC, just about dead center as Timbakis is lining up what looks to be a two-man wall.
Deciding who will take the first touch on that Select soccer ball. Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the grassroots to the pros, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us at us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. With finesse. Batista heads it away. Caputo trying to play into the corner. And a foul whistled against Kyle Linares. Well, with soccer season here, and so too comes, for argument's sake, everybody feels like they get shortchanged in that situation, right? Is there an art to what battles you choose to have with the referee? This is a great ball played forward, trying to cut back, and did enough just to be in the way. They're well played by Clark on the defensive front, but a dangerous ball played forward into some space that allowed Kurchenkov to run on.
I think back to your kind of comment there, there's definitely, you know, pick and choose your moments. And it kind of feels like in this game, both teams have just been frustrated with calls, but I think they've been given both ways, and just important to kind of stay level-headed, stay focused on the task at hand.
Baker having a brace on his mind. Didn't quite have the opening that time as he did when he netted the game's only goal back in the 36th minute. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. You can get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats. Delio Rodriguez, the unfortunate victim there of interacting with the ball while on the ground. Harvey St. Clair. Around the 18, nice back heel. Hit first time! Bruno Lapa. Johan Garibay.
This was FC Tulsa's best team opportunity here. You see the quick combination play, the one-touch passes, the behind-the-back pass, and then Lapa comes in. Electric strike there. But good goalkeeping to punch that one away. But FC Tulsa, that was their best kind of piece of offensive attack that they've been able to put together so far in this game.
You saw it change possession between about 5 players in about 3 seconds. Tom looking to have a turn. Lots of changes coming for both sides. A little bit over optimistic there for Kucheski.
Yeah, you saw the idea there, just a bit too straight.
In as few as 7 months, you could be a trained welder, HVAC refrigeration technician, or electrician. Learn more at tws.edu. That's tws.edu. The rain has started to fall, Anna, so how much more difficult does that make things down there on the field?
Depends on what type of player you are. Sometimes it can play to your strengths if you have the technical ability to play at that quick pace, but just makes things tougher, exposes bad first touches even more, makes it that much more difficult. And from a goalkeeping perspective, those shots will slick right across the grass, move faster as you see the fans kind of filing up onto the concourse to get some shelter. But both teams playing in the same conditions, so it's just a matter of who's going to roll up their sleeves and find a way to get the job done at the end of the night. But definitely changes things if the rain continues to come down.
So now the subs start to come on. Well, if you can't watch the match, turn on Sirius XM FC 157. North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights. Plus, hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the Sirius XM app. Clark sends one forward. And the offsides flag goes up on FC Tulsa and Remy Cabral. Raheem Summersall, one of those changes coming on for the home Scissor Tails for Delence Pierre. Babacar Dieng, John Murphy Jr. coming on for one Knoxville SC. Raheem Summersall for FC Tulsa has logged a lot of minutes this year, appearing in the 8th match and 6th time off of the bench. Rodilio Rodriguez having a go. No real test, though, to the veteran keeper, Tim Bacchus. Able to position his wall correctly and made it easy for him to defend near post. Drives that into the heavy raindrops. St. Clair trying to chest it down. And out throwing will belong to one Knoxville SC. FC Tulsa will play their next 3 matches on the road after tonight. It'll be almost a full month before they come back home. Pretty ball curled to switch the field. Leading the target. Now trying to turn in the box. Not enough there for either side. Final 25 minutes of regulation. The sense of urgency probably start to see pick up a little bit for the home side, chasing a goal here late. Batista, touch got away from him a little bit. Sliding challenge leaves a player down for one Knoxville.
Well defended from Summersall with that initial kind of cover defensively. You've seen a few players just get a bit kind of frustrated at some of the chippiness, or you saw a little bit of extra kind of there. Sparks didn't like it. Referee just trying to calm things down. We've seen it on both ends throughout this game. The competitiveness and kind of the emotions that come with cut play. Just having a chat quickly with the captain there.
The veteran of this team, 29-year-old Englishman Jordan Skelton. Clark now. It's a good ball on the ground to split pair of Knoxville players. That quickly can develop to get in the opponent's box. Just 2 passes. That's kind of what they've been looking for out of the back, is that key. How do they unlock that middle section of the visitors?
And I think when they've had the most success is when they've been most decisive, playing quickly, playing fast. It's easy when you have a couple seconds on the ball or time to kind of take a breath and assess the options, which is obviously important, but FC Tulsa, historically, they've liked to play back to front very quickly, so when they do connect those 1-2 passes quick from back to front, that's where they can start to have success. So Luke Spencer will definitely want to see more of that here as they search for the equalizer.
Kacheski is well outnumbered right there in the middle. Able to earn the foul and keep possession. Now down the far side. This is Stauffer looking for a 1-2. Summersall able to win it back. Having it go near post. Stauffer. Well, he'd like to have that one back.
It was a good effort. Summersall did well to step in, kind of take over possession of the ball in midfield, just showcase some strength there. Just the quick touch to Stauffer. Gets the shot off quickly. Just needs to get that one on frame for Scarabay to make a save there.
Especially that close quarters and in this downpour that we've got right now. Might be a rebound on one just fired in with pace that leads to the equalizer. Embrace the messiness, right?
Can use it to your advantages in some way. That's
little bit of a late decision to play the overlapping run. St. Clair on the business end of a challenge. FC Tulsa will certainly take the free kick awarded out of this. Bruno Lapa on ball. You could see Clark there. He was asking his teammate Owen Dom, you want this on the ground or would you rather have the throw right here? Always thinking of others. St. Clair feeds it back to the far side. Stauffer. Dom to Kucheski. Little chip in. Lapa trying to chip over the top. Back. Rebound is there for Remy Cabral.
Well taken from Remy Cabral. He showcased what he can do before. And what a job here. FC Tulsa knocks the ball around and started with the creativity from Bruno Lapa there, trying to pop that one up over, and then just the deflection falls right to Remy Cabral. Not an easy volley there, but he does really well to find that equalizer for FC Tulsa and put Luke Spencer and his team right back in it.
Third goal across all competitions here in 2026 for Remy Cabral. Yeah, that would bring a smile to the face.
And FC Tulsa fans continuing to brave the weather and have something to cheer about here.
Bill Knight Ford Pro Elite is here from a name you've trusted for almost 2 decades. A commercial sales and service center to serve the hardworking businesses of our state is opening this March. Visit BillKnightFordProElite.com for details. This is Bailey Sparks. Lapa with some space. Bruno Lapa back to Kucheski. Lapa knew he was off, and a smart decision there to let it go, and as a result, FC Tulsa will get a corner out of the deal. Headsy play. Changes coming for both sides. Nelson Pierre will come on for FC Tulsa for the goal scorer, Remy Cabral. And for one Knoxville SC, Eli Conway and Will Perkins check into the match. Corner play towards back post, headed down. Say it crossed over the line for coming back in, a goal kick. Well, eFootball is here. You can live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download it now. Good job to make up the space there. Somersault disrupting the attack. .36th minute goal for one Knoxville from Teddy Baker. FC Tulsa equalizing in the 73rd from Remy Cabral. And you had called it out at the time, Anna, that very quick, just one-touch passing from FC Tulsa probably 10 minutes earlier that really created the biggest hold-your-breath moment of the match for the home side. It kind of led them to believe we just got to keep finding touches inside of the 18, and eventually good things are going to happen. And that, the second yellow for Lamar Batista, and equaling a red.
Get another look here at that last sequence. Batista coming in late on that challenge. It happened so quickly. It's clearly a referee saw the cleat up in for a reckless challenge there. And second yellow equates to that red. And that's disappointing from an FC Tulsa perspective. Tough to get a player sent off at this point in the game. He's frustrated. You have to be mindful in those moments. Looks like Bruno Lapa may have also received a booking during that process as well.
Well, the unfortunate coincidence of the matter is that Lamar Batista picked up a red card against this one Knoxville SC team in last year's USL Cup. A match that saw one Knoxville win in penalties 4-2, only after, in the closing stages of extra time, FC Tulsa was able to equalize despite being a man down. And a wild finish for that one. And don't forget here, in USL Cup play, there are no draws, there is no golden goal extra time. We'll have the stoppage time, and if we're still tied, straight to penalties. In-season tournament soccer is exciting and fun for the fans enough, Anna, but I think it's just a fantastic addition by USL to send it straight to penalties.
Well, and you want a winner. I mean, after 90 minutes.
Curled across. The redirection not on frame. Baker cuts it back, trying to go far post and sent over the bar.
Baker holds his head after that. That was a great opportunity from one Knoxville SC. Well worked started on the wing here with the ball in the box on the ground. Tambakis able to punch it away. Play stays alive here, and Baker does well, cut back, creates a good first touch, gets his head up, just needs to put that one on frame for the potential game winner, but it sails up over the bar.
From 32,000 miles of infrastructure today to the energy innovations of tomorrow, connecting people to power and communities to their future. Williams, we make clean energy happen. Summersault able to go up and get the head on that. Tambakis still came away with it despite a little bit of extracurricular activity. The USL Championship and League One are on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN Plus. Go to USLChampionship.com or USLLeague1.com for the complete USL TV listings. Foul in the midfield. Bruno Lapa and Owen Dom not pleased. Real Gil having a go from distance. Tambakis able to make the save and hold on tight despite the slick conditions.
Again, take advantage from distance, especially in this weather. And one Knoxville SC, good quick passing, takes a great touch, gets his head up, says why not from distance, but well taken from Tambakis. It'd have to be pretty special to beat him from that distance.
I like the decision there on the shot, though. Keep it low, keep it on the ground, and hope that the wet surface maybe provides some help to give up a rebound.
Well, and especially this late in the game, I mean, you want to see both of these teams just taking their chances, get more shots on frame, try to force the issue, go for that game winner. You already mentioned that it will go straight to penalty kicks, but both teams obviously would love to find that game winner in regulation.
And with that comes further detail about the points that you earn. If it goes to a shootout, both teams automatically earn a point, and then the winner of the penalty shootout would earn an extra point. So 2 points for a shootout win in USL Cup play, 1 point for a shootout loss, and of course the usual 3 points if you could find a way to win it in regulation.
on Knoxville SC, working the ball well from side to side, just trying to kind of open up this FC Tulsa defense with Sparks there to knock it out. It's at this point in the game too, you really want to be clinical, don't want to give up any late errors. We've already talked about the conditions and the implications there.
Into the box. Tambakis able to have a good read on it. Now, some of the players were part of the match a year ago that did go to penalties between these two. Have to think it's worth some sort of advantage, though, for one Knoxville, given, Anna, that they just got done not only playing in a game that went to penalties, but coming out victorious in their Open Cup win over DC United. So if it gets to that stage, you would have to think that they would feel confident.
I would think so, and especially against an MLS side and the confidence that comes from winning that game, but it looks like they're not done yet here.
Good touch to get into the box. That's a tough ball to try to swing the hips around on.
Kids are sticking with it, embracing the rain. We'll get another look here at the replay. Played across the top of the 18. Good first touch. Far off, it's tough to get your hips turned at that angle.
Harvey St. Clair, who came on as a sub at halftime. FC Tulsa playing down a man as Lamar Batista picked up a second yellow, resulting in a red. By the way, any cards and suspensions from the USL Cup do not carry over to the regular season. So for FC Tulsa and Lamar Batista, they don't have to worry about being without his services for their next match in USL Championship League competition. FC Tulsa's allowed the fewest shots per match in the Western Conference, allowing 8.5 per match. Still able to keep it on feet here. Now laid back. And out of bounds. Well, one Knoxville SC, they came in leading USL League One in total shots, averaging around 10 per match. They've been held to 6 tonight, 2 on frame. The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum of 4 minutes of Tulsa Tech stoppage time added in the second half. Might we be headed for penalties, or do one of these two sides have some late match heroics in them? Haley Sparks. And a yellow card will be issued here for dangerous play. Sparks got tagged a little bit with the high kick there.
It's always dangerous watching these. I think definitely a high kick there. Baker wanting to poke that ball away. Sparks going in with confidence with his head. He knows the risks there, but definitely high kick from Baker. Right call from the referee. Kind of a misstep there defensively. Gives up a corner kick here for FC Tulsa, and Lapa will take this one. He's had a good game for FC Tulsa since coming on in the second half, and hopes to put a quality service in here.
Lapa out swinging. Had it out of the box. Space for Sinclair. Low cross inside the box, headed away. Final minute or so of stoppage time. Kucheski trying to slot one through, but the back line stays organized. In a match that saw Teddy Baker score for one Knoxville in the 36th minute. Remy Cabral for FC Tulsa in the 73rd. Stambakis lets it roll away. Trying to make a run. Nelson Pierre thought that he might have a step. And that will do it for regulation. Round one of the Prinx Tires USL Cup is going to penalties for the second consecutive year between these two teams. Both sides got to find a little bit more in the tank here on a rainy night. As a player, and knowing that you're coming into this format specifically, Anna, you have to think that the communication was maybe already there of, look, if we get into this situation, here's where we're going to go. Let's take a look at how we got to this point.
Yeah, one Knoxville SC, great combination play in the midfield, and they really opened up the scoring. A well-worked team effort goal here. Baker just holds his run nicely, gets a good first touch, plays that ball into the far corner. And then FC Tulsa able to find the late equalizer. They had some great sequences in and around the 18, but this one finished off with authority from Remy Cabral. Neither team able to ultimately break the deadlock, but I think, Josh, you mentioned, coming into penalty kicks, they probably have a few players that were kind of earmarked to take these, but obviously things changed. Substitutions were made. We had some injuries throughout the game, and really from a mental perspective, it's who has the confidence to do it, but also who's playing well. I think you kind of build off of that. How did the game go? Who's feeling it and who wants to take it? So it'll be interesting to see the conversations that each respective coaches kind of have with their teams and feel like they can step up and get the job done. But you alluded earlier, one Knoxville SC has been here before against a DC United MLS side. They were able to come out on top. So I imagine that experience and success that they've had, they'll definitely draw from here. And FC Tulsa will try to put together the right group to get it done at home, as one Knoxville SC has already done it once so far in the US Open Cup.
Now, one thing to notate too, in that win over DC United, one Knoxville SC made all 6 of their penalties. Each team netted their first 5 that sent it to an extra round. But one Knoxville SC, a perfect 6 of 6. And last year in the matchup, FC Tulsa saw their first penalty saved and the second missed. One Knoxville SC netted all 4 of theirs to earn the victory. I think there were some fans that refused to even take any shelter from the rain, but even though a lot of the lower bowl seating looks empty, it is packed underneath the concourse. I don't think anybody's gone home from this one, and the anticipation of penalties now, they're going to get their money's worth here tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Fans wanting to wait and see, to get a look at Tim Bacchus, goalkeeper for FC Tulsa, and just the veteran status that he has, the experience. He's been in these situations before. Good sportsmanship there with Garibay heading into this shootout. But it's important, a lot on the shoulders of the penalty kick takers. Obviously, they're put in a situation where on paper they should finish these, but look out for some key saves as well that could really change the dynamic of this penalty shootout.
It'll be one Knoxville SC and Babacar Dieng. Did not attempt a penalty in their win over DC United, but did score a goal in regulation. Saved it off the post by Tim Bacchus. And that was a quality strike, too.
Generated a lot of power. We'll get another look here. Dieng steps up. Tim Bacchus. We talked about the veteran that he is. What a save. Picks the right way, able to readjust. Punch that one away off the post. Bruno Lapa stepping up here.
Can Johan Garibay match it? Bruno Lapa buries it low, and FC Tulsa ahead after one round.
And Bruno Lapa, since subbing in, has made a difference for this FC Tulsa team. He was playing with confidence in the second half, steps up and continues that momentum here with a solid penalty kick effort to put FC Tulsa on the board.
Eli Conway will step up now, one of the successful kick takers in their US Open Cup win. Short run up, low and hard, and forced Tim Bacchus just to guess. That was almost a must-have, you felt like, for the visitors.
Yeah, really well taken, calm, confident in the way that he's going. Tim Bacchus picks the wrong way. And a good response from one Knoxville.
Diving save made. Nelson Pierre's shot is denied. Johan Garibay. And we're even at 1 after 2 rounds.
That just shows you how quickly the momentum can shift. One Knoxville SC converts, and then on the other end, great save, but not the best penalty kick either. Didn't generate enough power there. A little bit too central. And a goalkeeper like Garibay did well to read it.
Danny Fernandez finds the back of the net. He was the one that had the match winner against FC Tulsa. The sportsmanship there from those two. Danny Fernandez.
Tim Bacchus with that right leg, you see him, the reaction almost gets a touch on it, but well taken with power. Doesn't give him enough time to adjust.
Bailey Sparks now for FC Tulsa to try to tie it up. And does. The youngster with confidence.
So much of penalties is just the mental game, the confidence to step up and do it. Sparks, a young player, but well executed there for FC Tulsa.
And now the regulation time goal scorer, Teddy Baker. Tambakis guessed right, but just a little bit late getting there. Take note, young soccer players, if you hit it low and hard just inside the post, even when the keeper guesses right, still ultra hard to make that save.
You're right, well taken, just enough on it, out of reach for Tambakis. Baker with the goal in regulation, and the conversion and penalties as well puts one Knoxville SC in a good position.
Pressure on now for Owen Dom. And a save made. Second save of the penalty round. Garibay denies Owen Dom.
You look, Owen Dom steps up, takes a deep breath, goes low with pace, but not enough pace, and well read from Garibay.
John Murphy Jr. a chance to win it for one Knoxville SC. And a save made by Tambakis.
When it's on the line, Tambakis, just the experience that he has, the penalty kick taken too central, and a player of his caliber will save it every time if it's within range.
Giorgio Kaczewski to try to equalize and force an extra round. Strikes, save made, and one Knoxville SC in dramatic fashion behind 3 saves from Johan Garibay. Win it 3-2 in penalties in round 1 of the Prinx Tires USL Cup.
One Knoxville SC, they've done it already this season. We talked about the impressive win against DC United in penalties. Similar here against FC Tulsa, and Garibay coming up big couple times in this penalty kick shootout. Kaczewski again too central, and a great team effort from one Knoxville SC coming in to One Oak Field. They've had a great start to their season, as you mentioned, only one loss up to this point, and they continue their momentum in an impressive 2026 campaign in USL League One.
As a keeper, if you make one save, that's kind of all that can be asked of you. If you make two, then you've had a great round of penalties, but three, almost unheard of. Tulsa, FC Tulsa does earn a point for tying in regulation. Would have loved to have had the two, though, as you take a look at our final stats, Anna.
And it was really pretty evenly matched between these two teams. Back and forth, each team kind of had their moments in and around the 18. You get a look at the shots, just about even possession in favor of FC Tulsa, but not by much. And the corner kicks, I think, is key. FC Tulsa, they really had chances off of set pieces, but just weren't able to convert there. And one Knoxville SC, Baker with the goal, and then Garibay in goal, able to help them kind of edge out FC Tulsa in the penalty kick shootout. So one Knoxville SC, this is what makes these games fun. We talked about the USL Cup and just the opportunity to continue the competition, see different teams play each other, but opportunity for USL League One teams to upset some teams, and here's a great example, and congratulations to one Knoxville SC.
Yes, indeed. Hard-fought match on both sides. Let's take a look at your highlights from tonight's match. It was an eventful one, Anna.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we talked about it. It was back and forth throughout the evening. One Knoxville SC opened up the scoring with great combination play in midfield with pace, and you kind of felt like they really just started to get things going. Great shot from Baker there, low and away. Timbakis not able to save it. And then on the other end, FC Tulsa heading into halftime, trying to get something on the board, but weren't able to convert. And this was when FC Tulsa really started to play well. This didn't end in a goal necessarily, but they started to play quickly, one-touch passes in and around the 18. Bruno Lapa with that shot that was saved, and then Summersall winning the ball here. Stauffer tries to go near post, needs to put that on frame, and so FC Tulsa definitely created some chances, but ultimately were able to find the equalizer, knocks around in the box, and then Remy Cabral, his third in all competitions for FC Tulsa this season. Then Lamar Batista with the second yellow card, he gets sent off, so that changes the dynamic. But then this was the difference maker in the end. Kacheski sets up for the penalty kick, not able to convert, and Garibay able to help lead one Knoxville SC to the victory here.
They earned the 2 points in round one of the Prinx Tires USL Cup. We'll be back to wrap things up from downtown Tulsa after this.
Craving Southern fried chicken? At Waldo's, we make it from scratch and fry it to perfection. Load up on home-style sides or fresh, handcrafted salads. Grab your crew and get your fix at Waldo's Chicken and Beer.
You can feel it. In steady hands, in quiet rooms, in every, you're going to be okay. A beat shaped by 100 years of showing up in heart, brain, and trauma care. A place where advanced medicine meets the human heart. Because care isn't just a calling here. It's a promise we've kept for generations. Then, now, always. Ascension St. John.
Your Western Conference champs are back. After a historic playoff run, FC Tulsa is bringing the heat back to the 918 for all of 2026. Don't miss any of the thrilling goals and a world-class soccer experience in the heart of downtown. The 2026 season has already kicked off, so don't miss your chance to be a part of the hype. Single game tickets start at just $16 and packages start as low as just $130. Join the celebration and start winning with us at FCTulsa.com. Pro soccer for Tulsa. FC Tulsa.
When the guest list grows, call Waldo's Chicken and Beer to cater. Sandwiches, sides, and fresh salads packed and ready for meetings, corporate events, and parties. From box lunches to full catering spreads, we handle the food, you take the credit.
Josh Haley and Anna Berghall back with you from downtown Tulsa. A night that saw fireworks, rain, and a whole lot of drama in the end. Won Knoxville SC over FC Tulsa. The final 3-2 in penalties for a final box score of 2-1 for the visitors. And this is a team that they just find ways to win. They won the USL League One Championship a year ago. They've now played 11 matches in all competition this year, Anna. They've only been beaten one time, and that includes a win over an MLS team. That is a heck of a good Knoxville side over there.
Yeah, that's a really impressive record, and they just continue to kind of build on that momentum and coming into a tough environment, and congratulations to them, and it'll be fun to see how the rest of Cup play continues.
Very tough effort, though, for FC Tulsa. Down 1-0 for a good portion of this match, and they were able to find a way once again for the second straight time to come back and equalize. As you look at the upcoming schedule, it'll be 3 straight on the road for Luke Spencer's team, but still some very positive things to build on.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they'll go on the road at El Paso, at Monterey Bay FC, and then again at Corpus Christi FC. That is a Cup game as well, round 2, Hartford Athletic, and then at Las Vegas Lights FC. No easy game. Luke Spencer mentions they're very process oriented. How can they improve? So they'll definitely look back at film, see where they can improve here, and just continue to chip away.
The season is young. In-season tournaments are fun, and there's still lots more of that to go. It was a fun night. So glad you could be with us. And for this one Knoxville team, they're going to be feeling good about themselves when they go into that match at MLS Columbus Crew as they continue on their journey in the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. And then they'll return to league play first weekend of May at FC Naples. A rainy Saturday night in Tulsa sees the visitors win it in penalties in round 1 of the Prinx Tires USL Cup. Glad we could bring you the coverage of this one. Had a little bit of everything. The home side had to fight from being down 1 goal, able to equalize and force dramatic penalties for the second straight year between these two USL champions in their own right. One Knoxville SC final, a 2-1 winner over Tulsa in penalties. For our entire crew and for Anna Berghall, Josh Haley saying thanks for being with us and good night from downtown Tulsa.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.
swinging. In swinging. In swinging. In swinging. In swinging. In swinging. In swinging. Decision to just apply on-ball pressure right there in the midfield, and they do end up forcing the turnover. Now curled across in front. Windshield vision to just apply on-ball pressure right there in the midfield, and they do end up forcing the turnover. Now curled across in front. Windshield vision to just apply on-ball pressure right there in the midfield, and they do end up forcing the turnover. Now curled across in front. Windshield vision to just apply on-ball pressure right there in the midfield, and they do end up forcing the turnover. Now curled across in front. Windshield. Ball into space. Jaheim Brown having a go, and Tambakis forced to dive far post. Ball into space. Jaheim Brown having a go, and Tambakis forced to dive far post. Ball into space. Jaheim Brown having a go, and Tambakis forced to dive far post. Ball into space. Jaheim Brown having a go, and Tambakis forced to dive far post. Run on the far side. Stopper. FC Tulsa. 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 Boy, that's a creative cut into the box. Laid back. Pierre with the shot. Deflected out. And a corner come. Boy, that's a creative cut into the box. Laid back. Pierre with the shot. Deflected out. And a corner come. Boy, that's a creative cut into the box. Laid back. Pierre with the shot. Deflected out. And a corner come. Boy, that's a creative cut into the box. Laid back. Pierre with the shot. Deflected out. And a corner come. Low cross in. Medcar got some. 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 Good 1-2. In some space now in the box. Laid off. Baker having a go and finds the back of the net. Teddy Baker with his first goal of the year. Good 1-2. In some space now in the box. Laid off. Baker having a go and finds the back of the net. Teddy Baker with his first goal of the year. Good 1-2. In some space now in the box. Laid off. Baker having a go and finds the back of the net. Teddy Baker with his first goal of the year. Good 1-2. In some space now in the box. Laid off. Baker having a go and finds the back of the net. Teddy Baker with his first goal of the year. Dom cuts inside. Laid off. Pacheski. Chipped in towards back post. Dom cuts inside. Laid off. Pacheski. Chipped in towards back post. Dom cuts inside. Laid off. Pacheski. Chipped in towards back post. Dom cuts inside. Laid off. Pacheski. Chipped in towards back post. Coming on. And it almost feels like starter for starter. Doesn't feel like, and it's not second wave or anything like that. It's 1A and 1A.